there's one thing that I didn't do for quite a while, and that is go trucking. This truck is back. I know you guys are missing the sound of a Jake brake and all that good stuff. I've been doing a lot of talking, yakking, but anyway, we're gonna go trucking. Today's just gonna be a short trip. We did some work to this truck. We got the GPS unit had to be reset, a couple minor things. I'm just gonna run it up the road and back, and I got Caden with me today. So he's gonna be my co-pilot. We're gonna go on a little cruise. I'm actually gonna scale this truck as well. I know I scaled it before, but I forget exactly what it weighs. Also, what I'm gonna let you know is we are going to switch out the rears in this truck. So the ratio on this rig right now is 390. Actually 390 or 391. I'll try to find out for sure. But it's pretty high. So going down the road, it's revving out pretty high RPMs. So we're running 24.5s, low pro 24.5s. But when you're going down the road at 1700 RPMs at 65, or I don't know, you know what, I'll cruise down the road and I'll show you how fast it goes and what the RPMs are. And we're switching these out to 355s. We got them all painted. Now they just got to get swapped out. One of the things we did as well is we did put a resonator on it, just basically a small can, small muffler, to cut the sound a little bit because it was crazy loud, ridiculously loud. But I checked the oil on this thing and get it fired up. I'll show Caden this morning how to check the oil. Got it figured out. There you go. Think you can get it? Ooh, look at that. Try again. Good job, buddy. You know where the dipstick is?
Right here?
That's where you put the oil in. Look right beside it.
This one?
Yep. So you pull it out. You pull it out with your right hand. Keep going. Keep going. Now grab a hold about right here. There you go. You see oil on there? What does it say?
Full.
See, there's the full line and there's the add line, and it's right up to the full line. Perfect. And then you just check over everything else. You make sure everything looks good. So I got to also stick a few papers in our folder. We have a folder for all of our permits. You can see every truck has one of these in. So registration, insurance, IFTA, hot, overweight. Just keep everything organized, keep it easy. While we're letting this truck air up a little bit, I figured we do a little chat, right? I know I've been pretty hard on emission engine trucks, and you know they're not my favorite, but unfortunately at some point we're going to have to run more of those trucks. I'm going to be adding more trucks to the fleet, replacing trucks and so forth. It's just right now I feel it was a very poor time to overpay for a truck with emissions. I'm guessing in the next 6 months to a year, I should be able to order a truck and in 3 to 4 months have it back, or have it in or built. Maybe have it built 4 or 5 months at the most. When that time comes, I do plan on purchasing more emission engine trucks. It's really tough because I do have to keep replacing trucks, updating trucks, and I can only have so many old trucks in the fleet because they do require a little more maintenance. Our trailers was our key thing of why we really want to get our trailers in better shape, and we've done that in the last 4 or 5 years. We've ordered a lot of new trailers. The dump trailers are the ones that I'm concerned about. They're 2000, I think 14, 15, and 16 are 3 newest ones. Those are the ones that we use the most, and those trailers are not holding up like they should be. Those are trail stars, and I plan on updating them at some point. I just been kind of waiting. Again, those things are out so far, and I'm like, I'll just wait. I'll just be a little patient. So as far as emission trucks, yes, we will get more. I will be ordering like this bubble now, and I would have replaced the truck that we just sold, that Emission engine truck. I would have replaced that with an Emission truck if they would have been readily available. I was like a year and a half out, and then you are literally right now at their mercy of, hey, you know, you could have that truck ordered, be counting on it, and all of a sudden it's, hey, we're going to do a $10,000 surcharge on the truck. It's going to be $10,000 more, or it's going to be $5,000 more, and I don't like to play that game. So, you know, when they can give me a price and it's pretty much consistent the whole way through, that's, you know, when I'll be getting more. But I still have 2 more trucks that I need to replace before warranty goes out. And I will say, if we have trucks with emissions, I will not, or I'm going to try my best to not let those engines get out of warranty. So the trucks that are running over the road, those are going to come with a 5-year, 500,000 mile warranty. With the trucks running local, probably more like a 5-year, 400,000 mile warranty. That's about, works perfect for miles. And those X15s, you know, the first 500,000 miles, you know, really are not that bad. It's the next 500,000 miles. So that's when you have a problem. You know, I love the reliability of these cats, and you know, when you can get a glider with a cat engine, something that's tried and proven, it makes perfect sense to add that to our fleet. I wish I could just rebuild all the old trucks, but it takes a lot of time. I am working on updating the frames, or, you know, repainting the frames, trying to do that, a better job of that, keeping the frames cleaner. That will help with resale value when I go to sell those trucks down the road. But there's definitely, like the glider trucks, we're definitely going to be keeping around for quite a while. It's just the trucks with emissions, I don't trust hanging on to them for a long time. So you might be like, Justin, you know, you said you got worse fuel economy with that X15, or with those X15s, than you are with your cats. And yes, we are, but some of that is due to the ratio. Those I ordered with 370s, and I should have went with 355s for the local trucks, and I should have went with 336 for the over-the-road trucks. But hindsight's 2020. So any of the new trucks coming in, though, they're all going to be, I'm thinking 336s. So kind of depends on if it's 24.5 or 22.5. 24.5 tires, if you don't know it yet, good luck trying to find 24.5 in a Michelin XDN2. Pretty much won't get it. So that's why I'm considering the 22.5s. All right, enough talking. Let's go trucking. Maybe we'll have some more revelations as we truck. Right now, I am half full of fuel. We have hydraulic oil in the truck. This truck is ready to run, other than the interior, a little bit there. But all this is done, so close. But we're gonna start running it. I'm just gonna run it up the road. We're gonna get a weight. We're gonna see also how fast it goes. Let's say at 60 miles an hour. Gotta open a window a little bit. sorry, this steering wheel's all messed up. So we're about 1400 at 60. Right around 1400 RPMs at 60 miles an hour. Bump it up to 65. You're running almost 1600 RPMs at 65. And really at 65 you could be running 12 or 1300. Looks like we're at 19,220. I don't know if you can see that or not, but 19,220, half full of fuel, with hydraulic fluid, pretty much as it's going to go down the road. Looks like we got a haulage truck coming in. I'm just going to hang out and wait for a second, let him get past. All right, so maybe we'll just hop back to gear ratio real quick. I'll tell you guys a little bit of what gear ratio is. So this truck is driven by a drive shaft. For some of you guys, you'd probably be laughing at me, but you can see the drive shaft in there. That is actually just the drive shaft, though, that goes between the two pumpkins here. The drive shaft from the transmission, it's right here. This is the drive shaft. So this has, I think, 390s. So that means the drive shaft is going to turn 3.9 times for every one tire rotation. The drive shaft, again, turns 3.9 times for every turn of the tire. What I want to do is change that to where it's 3.55 times to every one rotation. Hopefully that makes sense. And hopefully Monday or Tuesday, one of these days, I want to get out and do some trucking. They got to change that steering wheel. We're going to go in and check if the GPS is starting to read correctly, but I'm going to take it for a spin, hopefully in the next video, and have a little fun with it. When that thing gets under load, it's going to sound pretty good. We'll see how it pulls, see how it does, see if we can start working that truck full time. You know, this year I haven't been driving truck much at all. It's not that we haven't been busy. We've been very busy, but some of probably our shortage is trailers. Usually we don't have just trailers sitting here, so all the trailers are spoken for, guys are using them, and they've been doing a pretty good job at getting everything done too. So we have a good crew of guys, not really hurting for drivers, although we do have a guy leaving us. Moving out of the state, I'll show you what is going on in here. I'll show you the rears. So got them all painted. I'll show you what's going on here in the shop. This truck's getting a service. This truck's getting a service. Actually, that one's getting aligned as well. This trailer is having a little bit of an issue. This is one of our dump trailers, Trail Star. See that? That is not supposed to be there. So we got to replace this hanger. Trailer will be down for a few days. And when it's down, we're gonna obviously reseal all that. This part here is steel, this part is aluminum, and you get corrosion if you just leave it. So that's that. So just looking on this Titan, real quick. Same thing, right? Steel, aluminum, something they can't really get away from, and this has been sealed. It's got goop in there. So it's one of those things, eventually in another 5 years, just a couple years, you know, we'll probably have to pop this off, reseal that. I think I've showed you guys on some of the trailers we're actually been doing that on some of our older Titan trailers. Otherwise, this will eventually just bubble up and crack and everything else. So before that all happens, you reseal it. So if you have a trailer, I should say, if you have like say a flatbed trailer, oftentimes like all aluminum flatbed trailers still got steel hangers, so it's a good thing to check. That's oftentimes where they will crack first, in there. So we do that to our flatbeds, our dump trailers, or walk-in floors, pretty much all rigs. We got to keep an eye on that stuff. Hey, there's a Peterbilt at work. Oh yeah, and guess who got their new truck? My dad. His Honda came in, the new Honda. I don't know if you've seen the video of his accident. I can post a link up above. But yeah, he demolished his other Honda and got this new Honda. He loves his Hondas just as much as I love the Rams. Oh well, we all have different tastes, right? That's good. That's a good thing. So yes, guys, even though I dislike the red motors and I love the yellow motors, there's going to come a time when eventually we'll be switching or getting rid of these older trucks. I don't know when, but I hope it will be a long time till that has to be. Probably what'll happen is something like in California where you can't register any older trucks. You got to register them in a different state. But I'll do whatever I can to keep them as long as we can. So we'll see if I can get some work next week. That shouldn't be hard, but we'll see what we can do next week. Take that truck out on a cruise and do some trucking with it, some real trucking. Put it to the test. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.